MacroFactor or Cronometer? Which is the better diet tracking app? Well, after a year of testing both apps here at 𝗣𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀com, our team of nutrition coach and registered dietitians have really gotten to know these apps. So I'm here to give you some insights into what we found and which app might be a better fit for you and your fitness journey. If you want a deeper dive on either of these apps though, or if you want to learn more about how we tested and compared the two, you can go to Google, type in 𝗣𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀 and MacroFactor versus Cronometer for the full article and links to my video reviews on each of these apps. Now, before I get into all the details, no matter which app you choose, 𝗣𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀 has got your back because we do have some discounts for you. If you click on the link for Cronometer within our full blog post, you can get a 10% off discount on the gold plan. For MacroFactor, they typically give you 1 week free to try it out. But if you enter the code 𝗣𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀 when you sign up, you're gonna get an extra week on your free trial, so you can now try it free for 14 days instead of 7. So that's a little bit of a discount for you. What are the main differences between these two apps? MacroFactor serves as a built-in diet coach that gathers users' data to update targets with the most accurate recommendations. Cronometer is an app with extensive tracking capabilities, but does nothing with the information as changes must be made manually. Let's talk more about MacroFactor first. If you're unfamiliar with MacroFactor, it's a nutrition app that allows users to track their calorie and macronutrient intakes, monitor weight trends, log progress pictures and body composition changes, and it serves as a built-in diet coach. With each passing week, the app learns more about how much calories you're burning and how much you need to consume to reach your goals. Based on the foods that users are logging and changes in weight over time, the app actually fine-tunes its recommendations to keep you on track with your goals. One of the best things about this app is that it doesn't require you to be as rigid with your macro targets to see progress. MacroFactor has been designed to allow for more flexibility so that you aren't punished for not hitting your targets perfectly every day. Some more things that we liked about this app is it has a very large food database with in-depth nutritional information and 4 food logging options, including AI description. We also love that it allows you to choose which program option you want, coached within the app, regulating everything for you, collaborative, or manual. MacroFactor also is very dynamic and intuitive in the nutritional recommendations that it has, and it has great progress tracking capabilities like measurements and photos. Now for what we don't like about MacroFactor. Firstly, there's no free version available, so if you want to try to save some money, it's not really going to be a great app for you. There's also no desktop version of the app, which I personally didn't like since I sometimes like to log onto diet tracking apps while I'm on my laptop. Now let's move on to Cronometer. Cronometer is a comprehensive health and fitness app that allows users to track more than just their calories and macros. You can actually use the app to monitor your vitamins, minerals, lab test results, and various biomarkers. We like that Cronometer's food database is also very large and only contains verified foods, so you know that what you're putting in is accurate. We also love that users can customize their calorie, macronutrient, and micronutrient targets. Cronometer has extensive micronutrient tracking capabilities, and users can track health-related metrics like blood pressure and other biomarkers. This is great if you're working with a health coach or a doctor because the app allows you to share your profile with a health professional and allow them to make changes. Cronometer also has a really active community and support is available in several different formats. Now for some things that we don't like about this app. The calorie and macro targets are not automatically adjusted and the calorie counts don't automatically appear when searching for a food. The free version also doesn't allow for food grouping into individual meals, which makes logging food a lot more tedious. Now that we went over the pros and cons of each app, it's time to put them head to head. We compared the two apps in 10 different categories, but today I'm only gonna go over 7 in this video. But if you would like to see our comparison for recipe database, price, and reviews, you can head on over and read the full blog post linked in the description. And like I said, you can also get there via Google. The first category we compared was food database. MacroFactor's food database is large and verified, and each entry comes with a detailed nutrition breakdown. Cronometer's food database is verified and based on data from the USDA's Nutrition Coordinating Center Food and Nutrient Database. Oh, it's a mouthful. Users who want to submit entries must include a photo of the nutrition label, and each entry is reviewed by Cronometer staff before approval to ensure accuracy. So the winner in this category is Cronometer. Cronometer's food database is slightly better because it allows users to contribute while maintaining a higher degree of accuracy. The second category we tested is tracking capabilities. MacroFactor allows users to track their calories, macronutrients, micronutrients, physical activity, body weight, fat percentage, weight trends, progress photos, body measurements, and water intake. Cronometer tracks calories, macronutrients, and up to 82 micronutrients. It also allows users to track health-related biomarkers from lab results like sleep, mood, heart rate, body weight, body fat percentage, body measurements, even bowel movements, and physical activity. This one was a tie in our opinion. Both apps allow users to track the most important nutritional metrics and allow for progress monitoring. The third category we tested in was Calorie Recommendations. MacroFactor considers various factors to estimate your calorie needs. It then updates the calorie targets as you provide more data to further improve its accuracy. On the other hand, Cronometer's initial calorie recommendations are accurate, and users can override them if necessary. However, the app does not automatically update these targets over time. For this reason, MacroFactor is the winner in this category. MacroFactor has the most accurate recommendations, and it updates these recommendations over time to help users stay on track with their goal, which is really a game changer. The next category we tested is the level of customization. In MacroFactor's app, users can modify their calorie, macro, and micro targets, as well as their preferred weight loss rate and weekly calorie distribution, ideal protein intake, and more. In the Cronometer app, users adjust their calorie, macro, and micro targets and pick a default display page to choose specific nutrients to track and more. In this category, the winner is a tie. Both apps allow for a higher level of customization, so it's difficult to say which one is better than the other. Cronometer excels in its ability to customize micronutrient targets and displays, whereas MacroFactor excels in its ability to set calorie floors and its coaching styles. The next test category is educational opportunities. Now, MacroFactor is not an educational app, but it teaches users a lot about the nutritional value of foods and how their choices affect their daily calorie intake, how calorie and macronutrient targets change as a result of weight loss and gain, optimal weight loss rate, calorie cycling, and so much more. Now, Cronometer has a really neat feature called Ask the Oracle for users to learn what foods might be the best sources of certain nutrients. Additionally, the custom reports provide in-depth data to show the user how close they're coming to their targets. While both apps are really great in this category, MacroFactor is slightly better because it teaches users more about how their body responds to changes in food intake and how many calories their body is expending. The app also does a really great job of providing information on each of its metrics so that users know why each metric is important. It also teaches users that you don't have to be perfect to see progress because users aren't punished for going over their targets. So if you have a cookie and you suddenly go over your calories for the day, you don't feel like you failed. The sixth category is coaching. MacroFactor has different levels of coaching depending on the program style that you choose when you sign up. You can choose a coach style, which the app does everything for you, including macro and calorie updates as needed based on how you're progressing towards your selected goal. You also have the option to choose collaborative, which is similar to the coach version, except the user can then make adjustments as desired to customize their targets based on their own preferences. Or you can choose to do it fully manual and just adjust the calorie and macro targets on your own. This is also a good option if you're working with a coach and they want to have a little bit of say in how you organize everything. Cronometer doesn't have a built-in coaching feature like MacroFactor. However, Cronometer Pro is a version of the app that's designed for health professionals. With it, coaches and health professionals can actually access their clients' data in real time, and then from there they can view their food logs, nutrition reports, provide proper guidance for how to adjust the targets if necessary. So the winner in the coaching category is MacroFactor, because the built-in capabilities help you stay on track without having to hire a nutrition coach, since Cronometer Pro is intended for coaches to use. And last but not least, the final testing category in this video, exercise calories. MacroFactor keeps activity calories in mind, but it looks at weight trends, body fat percentage, and other metrics to determine when to update the nutritional recommendations. While Cronometer's default settings add calories burned from exercise back into your intake. Users can then import their calories burned during exercise from a Fitbit or Apple Watch, but you can also turn this setting off. MacroFactor is the winner in this category because it accounts for activity calories without changing nutritional targets based on the daily fluctuation in your activity. Instead, it uses the data collected over time to make informed decisions about calorie and macro updates, which is actually really intuitive, and it takes the guesswork out of all of it for the user, which is just much easier for you to use. Although Cronometer allows you to turn this feature on and off, a lot of users aren't aware of that, and then the app defaults back to adding calories back into your intake, making it a lot harder to lose weight. After going through all of these categories, our overall winner is MacroFactor. We gave MacroFactor a 4.8 out of 5, while Cronometer came in with a 4.4 out of 5 for an overall score. That being said, I think both apps are really great, and either could be a better fit for an individual based on their goals. We would say that MacroFactor is a great choice for anyone who wants a built-in nutrition coach, as well as those who want an app that's continuously updated as scientific evidence is gathered that facilitates a sustainable approach to nutrition. It's also great for anyone who wants an app that can track progress in body measurements, pictures, and and health metrics. Cronometer would be best for anyone that has experience with calorie and macro tracking already. It would also be a really great app for anybody who is a bodybuilder or an athlete. It's also a really great app for anyone who needs to track their nutritional status, their blood pressure, and other important health metrics, or anyone who's working with a health professional and is looking for a simple way to deliver all that necessary data. I hope that you found this video helpful and that it gave you more insight into which app might be a better fit for you. If you have any suggestions for which fitness tracking apps that we should compare or review next, please leave them down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.